Here is something I will think it's important to mention. There is a fact and a myth. Here's a fact about witch hunts. Fact. It was the Calvinists after the Middle Ages, after the Renaissance, who burnt witches, and to a lesser extent other Protestants. But it was really a Calvinist doing. It's a myth that every year, every century, that medieval Catholicism, so Middle Ages, like 1000 to 1500 AD, it's a myth that the medieval Catholic Church went on a regular witch hunt. They're preoccupied killing the Jews in Spain and the Rhineland. They didn't have time to go on a witch hunt. That wasn't really a thing, and in fact, a lot of papal bulls, like in 1346, saying witch hunts is a myth in a sense that witches don't exist. They were like, yeah, there's no such thing as a witch. There's no one going around casting spells. Whereas the Calvinists, that's the tradition that went on mass witch hunts, and that was after the Middle Ages, so after 1530. As I said, there wasn't really witch hunts. The medieval Catholic Church did Jew hunts, but not witch hunts. Why do I bring that up? Here's the reason. The medieval Catholic Church was preoccupied with heresy than sorcery. The idea of sorcery in the medieval Catholic Church was rather agnostic. They definitely believed there's definitely Catholics who did believe in sorcery, and there was definitely accounts in Hungary where a witch, was tried and executed around I think it was 1420. But that was an exceptionally rare occurrence. When you see actual witch hunts, you'd see it in mostly Calvinistic times. So between 1530 and 1670, Calvinism was at its height. Um, Southern Germany, Switzerland, much of western and southern France, a pocket in Basque Country, Central England, London, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Northwest Wales, and certain German Rhineland areas, and Hungary is where the Calvinists live. There was even a minority in Prussia. Woo, my throat. Hell, even a patriarch of Constantinople. I can't remember his name. Patriarch. No, I can't remember his name. But a patriarch of the Eastern Orthodox Church himself became a Calvinist. So we got Calvinism all over the places, and wherever Calvinism spread, you find witch hunts. The same in New England. The New England Salem witch trials, not Catholic, Calvinist. Not medieval, but early modern. Early modern is pretty much Renaissance and post-Renaissance, so 1517 to I think it's like 1700 or 1800. Modern is either 1800 and 1900 and now. Um, so I mean, it was really a Calvinist tradition to go on a witch murder. So pretty much historically speaking, the Catholics focused on the Jews, um, not the witches, while the Calvinists actually have a friendly history with Jews, except the KKK. With the exception of the KKK, who is a black mark of Calvinistic history, um, generally Calvinism doesn't have hostility to Jews, but they have hostility to the witches. Um, it's like they've reorganized their energy. If they're gonna hate somebody, they need a what's it called? A a, a scapegoat. Scapegoating, where you just thrust your problems on someone else, and that would be um the witches for the Calvinists.